Yo, 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 yo. What it do? It's your boy Black True. Let me get to it. All right, you guys. Yeah, I just saw this little quick story that I want to share with you guys. Some of you may have heard about it. Some of you may have not. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at it. This is a story of a young lady by the name of Mykaella Sharlman. She was 25 years old. I'm going to jump right into it because it was interesting. When I read it, I was like, wow. Let me get over to it real quick. Hope you guys are doing pretty good this morning. All right. So this is the young lady right here. Her name is Mykaella. It says charges dropped against cops who dumped black woman's body in dumpster, then set it ablaze. Yeah, you heard what I said. Charges dropped against cops who dumped black woman's body in a dumpster, then set it ablaze. This report was done 14 days ago. California prosecutors have decided to drop charges against 2 Antioch police officers who were accused of dumping a black woman's body into a dumpster before setting it ablaze. On October 17th, officers Ashton Montalvo and D'Angelo Boone were charged with arson, mutilation of human remains after they allegedly moved the body of Mykaella Sharlmans to a dumpster and then set the dumpster on fire. Both officers pleaded not guilty to the charges. According to the medical examiner, Sharlman died earlier that day from a fentanyl overdose. Police say the 2 officers found her body in an abandoned apartment, but instead of reporting it, they moved the body blocks away to a dumpster and lit it on fire with lighter fluid. According to the medical examiner, Sharlman died earlier that day from a fentanyl overdose. Police say the 2 officers found her body in an abandoned apartment, but instead of reporting it, they moved the body blocks away to a dumpster and lit it on fire with lighter fluid. On June 6th, the Contra Costa District Attorney's Office decided to dismiss the case, citing its connection to Antioch police officers accused of using racial slurs, making racial jokes, and sharing racial memes. On June 6, 2023, the Contra Costa District Attorney's Office determined the prosecution of the people of the state of California versus Ashton Montalvo and D'Angelo Boone could not proceed to trial and moved to dismiss the case. A dismissal at this juncture affords the district attorney's office the ability to refile criminal charges against Montalvo and Boone and reinitiate legal action if new evidence is developed. In this case, the prosecution of Montalvo and Boone for mutilation of human remains and arson on October 17th rely heavily on the investigative work of Antioch police officers who are associated with racist text communication. After thoroughly reviewing the officers' role in this case, applying relevant legal principles, and considering ethical responsibilities, the Contra Costa District Attorney's Office no longer has confidence in the integrity of this prosecution. Charlemagne's family blasted the DA's decision to drop the charges, calling the move unacceptable and telling NBC News that her family was devastated. All right. So after I read this story, I was like, what's next, man? What's next? Young lady, Mykaella Sharlman, 25 years old. They say they found her in an abandoned house, overdosed on fentanyl. So many questions, not enough answers. All right, so let's go over to her mom and see what her mom thinks about this. I'm not looking at the chat, so if somebody's in the chat, shout out to you. Appreciate you for coming through. One second, please.
I will never get over it. They're picking my child up out of that thing and loading her in there, and I didn't even know that was her.
Sandra Sharlman is still reeling from the pain of losing her daughter, Mykaella. Last October, Mykaella's burned body was found along this Antioch trail. 2 men were arrested in connection with the crime. They were facing charges of arson and mutilating a corpse. But that's no longer the case after the Contra Costa County District Attorney dismissed all charges, saying the case was now in doubt because it involved Antioch police officers connected to the department's racist text messaging scandal. That scandal.
But I'm still trying to figure out, what does a racist text messaging scandal have to do with two officers, the people who we pay with our tax money, finding a girl allegedly dead in an abandoned apartment, then taking said young lady, moving her to a dumpster, then setting her on fire with lighter fluid? What does racist remarks have to do with any of that? Y'all, we living in a time of doom and gloom.
Scandal involves racist and homophobic texts traded between officers, in some cases bragging about assaulting suspects. Today, the Contra Costa County Sheriff's Office confirmed that the two suspects are no longer in custody.
It's unexplainable. Who would do something like this? And this is the way it is.
My sympathies are absolutely with the family.
Annie Esposito is the Assistant District Attorney for Contra Costa County. She says they're currently reviewing pending court cases and say that review involves more than just looking at the individual actions of each officer in each case.
It is looking at the totality of together what influence and overall the influence of all the department that was involved in this case.
Mykaella's sister Nicole is also sad and angry that the prosecution of two men tied to her sister's death is now being vacated because of the police scandal. She believes the evidence presented during preliminary hearings, including surveillance video of the crime, clearly links these suspects to her sister's death.
So I believe that they're appeasing a community by dismissing the case, but they haven't done their due diligence at scrutinizing the evidence.
The district attorney's office says they could reopen the case if new evidence is found. But as it stands, the case is dismissed. And now the family of Mykaella Sharlman is left to consider other options for trying to reopen a case they feel should have never been dismissed.
I don't want to hear their apologies. I don't want to hear what they got to say unless they're saying something pertaining to Mykaella's death.
In Antioch, Pete Serratos, NBC Bay Area News.
So again, you guys, I just wanted to bring this story to you. I don't know if you heard about it. If you have, okay. If not, then it's an interesting situation. I mean, I just can't believe that in 2023 we could have something go on like this in our community and everybody not know about it. It's just so much stuff that gets swept under the rug that you don't hear, you don't see. You know, we'll see the BET Awards. We'll see all the stuff that's really not important to us, man. We'll see the new Jordans that come out. You know, we'll see all the stuff that's making us spend money. But the stuff that's really important, we'll see 4 billionaires, 3 billionaires in a submarine, you know, unfortunately lose their life to their own doing, you know, to their own inquisitive mind, you know, searching for whatever. But a young lady, 26 years old, get burned up by two police officers, and we don't hear nothing about this. Damn shame. The world we live in. Y'all stay prayed up out here, man. Y'all protect one another. Look out for your fellow man. And watch out for your children, most importantly, man. Yeah, I just wanted to come and hit y'all off with that this morning, man. I hope y'all have a good day. Y'all be safe, be blessed.
It's real hot.